So that was a real eye-opener.
That is phenomenal.
Done.
This week, a family whose surprise baby boom
Oh my goodness.
and expensive shopping habits
20 tops, £1,000. Ridiculous.
are breaking the bank.
Blinking heck, blinking heck, blinking heck, blinking heck. That's a lot.
But will this family of brand fans go gaga over our swaps?
Quite powerful.
Or will our money-saving experiment push them too far?
You are joking.
That's rank.
We're in Caerphilly, in South Wales,
1, 2, 3.
with a family that's doubled in size in less than 2 years.
We are the Ingrams.
And I'm Nan.
Nan Katrina lives with her 32-year-old son-in-law Liam,
Hi, can I have my fork, you?
daughter Emma, 34,
Oh, he's gone too much. Love. He's trying to spit it out.
and their children, 10-year-old Mackenzie, 19-month twins Madison and Jackson, and 6-month twins Alexa and Sienna.
They're all mad, every single one. Even the oldest one. They're all absolutely mad.
HGV driver Liam and IT engineer Emma met on a night out 12 years ago.
Liam came over and just started dancing with me, and then we sort of said, oh, look, I'm going to this club, I'm going to this club. Within 10 minutes, he was back in the club I was in, but he'll tell everybody that I followed him when I didn't.
She followed me.
I didn't, he followed me.
But one thing that did follow very quickly was Mackenzie.
Me and Liam had only been together 3 months when I found out I was pregnant.
It was quick, very quick.
When Mackenzie was 2, Emma and Liam got married.
We decided that straight after the wedding, pretty much, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
we
We
tried.
wanted to try for a second baby.
We tried for years, it just didn't happen. And then twins come along.
Then, a few months after Madison and Jackson were born,
Emma came screaming down the stairs. Mum, Mum. She had a pregnancy stick in her hand. I'm pregnant.
and it was twins again.
It was a massive, massive shock, but really lucky in me. And all the times we wanted a second child, and we ended up with 4 more for Mackenzie. 1, 2, 3. Family life is absolutely chaos. Cleaning, cooking, washing, feeding time, playtime, nappy changing. Someone stinks. Uh-oh.
There's endless supply of nappies, just endless.
The 2 sets of twins are taking up, you know, all their income. Different prams, different pushchairs, different car seats. Nothing at all nowadays is cheap.
We need to buy like a quad pram now as well. I've looked at ones that go up to £2,500.
It's just crazy money. You could buy a car quite easily.
But their twins aren't the family's only expense.
He shouts at me for spending money, yet I find out that he's gone and ordered himself a new football top.
Make a pass, make a move, try and get past me. Just got to have it. Getting nappies for the kids, you got to get the Arsenal shirt for me.
And like father, like son.
This is called an Arsenal luxury set. If you want to smell like Arsenal players, you could just chuck some of that on.
And if he doesn't want to smell like a footballer,
Here you have Jack Wills body spray. But if I'm going out somewhere really, really nice, I would use the Paul Smith because it really smells lush.
and to finish his look,
I have my Ralph Lauren glasses. They're really nice.
Because we couldn't give him a brother or sister for such a long time. Whatever he's wanted, he's always had. If we don't get it, then he's only got to go to his nan, and she's got it for him within an hour. But if she's bought for one, she will buy for the others. So if he gets a shopping spree, they all get a shopping spree.
I just couldn't resist it. It was so cute. I always have overindulged my grandchildren, and I always will. Bank a Nan.
Mum is retired and she helps me out so much. She's taking us all away on holiday now next year. She's taking the whole family. She's able to give us the luxuries that we, can't afford ourselves.
but even with Katrina's help, jumping from 1 child to 5 in less than 2 years has had a massive impact on Liam and Emma's finances.
Everything seemed to happen at the same time. We bought a bigger house, we had to buy a bigger car. We did have savings, but unfortunately, we're now down to nothing.
And to make matters worse, IT engineer Emma's maternity pay is about to stop.
When the maternity runs out in a couple of months, it's just literally my wage, and my wage only.
We've already taken a massive drop from obviously where I was working. Now we're losing like another £500–600 but we're still spending the same amount of money. We can't seem to cut down on anything, you know. We need help, basically, and just pray for a miracle.
So we've arrived in South Wales.
Right, let's go in. And while the Ingrams are out, we're at their house.
God, toys everywhere. Look at that shelf, it's rammed.
To seek out where they could be savvier with their spending.
Oh my goodness, look at all these bottles and the steriliser, of course, and all the kit.
Look, they are using all the top brand stuff.
And not just in the kitchen.
This looks like a man's bathroom.
Yeah.
Loads of aftershaves as well. Our poor Liam, he obviously doesn't know we're here because his pants are there on the
Let's
windowsill.
not touch them. They're top branded ones, though.
But turns out Liam isn't the only man of the house who likes a brand.
Whoa, what a room.
I wonder which football team he supports.
Look at his selection of aftershaves and beauty products, and he's 10.
And they're just the start.
All these toys. Oh, wow. Look at this bad boy.
Oh, don't give me the tiny one. That's not...
Oh, that was quite close, sorry.
The thing is, though, poor Mackenzie, I mean, you know, with 2 sets of twins who are babies, there's no wonder that maybe he's a little bit spoiled.
There's lots of ways you can spoil kids, though, isn't there, without spending loads of money?
Yeah, I suppose.
It's such a shame he supports such a rubbish football team. Come on.
He's gonna love you.
Especially as there's another loyal supporter in the family.
Oh, man, look at all the replica shirts in there.
Tons of them, actually.
In fact, everywhere we looked
Oh, look
wow.
at all the nappies.
was rammed with stuff.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, a double buggy, 2 single buggies.
How do they leave the house?
I mean, there must be tons of car seats.
Whoa, look at all this kit. Because it's all top branded stuff.
Yeah, these are.
Because you want the best for your kids,
Well,
don't you, I guess?
in terms of safety, I mean, nobody wants to compromise, do they?
Yeah, and you think that the most expensive stuff is the best, and that might not necessarily be the case.
Absolutely.
Right, come on, we've got work to do.
All right. I can't get out now.
Oh, well, never mind, I'll see you.
I knew she was going to do that.
But with Emma and Liam due home, we've no time to waste.
There's loads here. What a generous nan.
Because inside we've got a surprise pop-up shop to build with just some of the family's biggest spends.
Loads of football shirts.
Our guess is the Ingrams have no idea how much all these big-name brands have cost them.
Or that we're even here.
But they're about to find out.
Let Mission Shock Tactic commence.
Welcome. Come on in.
You've chopped it.
Did you expect to see us?
No, not at all. Not
at all.
I can tell by your face.
I am mega shocked, to be honest.
Well, Emma and Liam, we've only just started. Time to open the door on your biggest spends.
Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Oh, blinking heck.
This is where you could save a fortune.
I can't believe how much is here.
Is there anything where you're thinking, wow, I haven't even seen that for ages?
To be fair, when I first looked at it, I thought, is this our stuff?
Even the Arsenal shirts, wow, I know we had loads, but that looks like
You've got a
there's
full team.
Yeah.
Can't wear the old top, though.
If they're playing, he's like, I've got to have the new one on.
I'm terrible for anything Arsenal. Just get, for me or my boy.
So we went round, didn't we? And we counted 70 items.
Oh, wow.
God.
Which were, you know, Arsenal merchandise, and it costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
But do Emma and Liam have any idea how much they've spent on this football paraphernalia?
1,000.
Nah, £600-700.
2,000.
Oh, blinking heck, that's a lot of money.
Thinking of needing to save money, yeah, that is a lot of money.
But we've only just begun.
Do you know how much your aftershave and perfume collection's worth?
No,
750 quid.
blinking heck, that's a lot.
It is, and a chunk of that is their 10-year-olds.
Mackenzie is obviously following in your footsteps as well, because even in his bedroom, he's got his little collection of aftershaves and the stuff for the hair.
He's 10 going on sort of like teenager-ish now, so he likes to look after himself already.
But all this grooming means the family's top brand toiletries total over £2,000.
Wow.
However, the Ingrams aren't just spending a packet on their personal appearance.
One thing we couldn't believe when we came into the house this morning was how clean and tidy it is.
We genuinely thought you must have known we were coming until we saw your pants.
Yeah. No, it is really clean and tidy.
I'm just, you know, absolutely fanatical about cleaning.
And there's one product Emma's particularly passionate about.
I'm using the wipes constantly to clean the floor, clean the high chairs, everything.
Why disposable wipes and not like a cloth that you can wash?
With a cloth, you're dragging the germs around from one place to another, whereas with the wipes,
But
gone.
if you put in the antibacterial spray on...
I suppose.
Any idea how many you use?
Between 5 and 7 packs a week easily.
Blinking heck. That's 22,000 wipes a year, costing over £700.
I mean, it's quite a lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
But with 4 children under 2, the Ingrams are wiping out even more of their hard-earned cash.
Have you any idea how many nappies you get through in a year?
I don't even want to know.
8,000 nappies a year?
8,000 nappies a year.
And how many wipes do you think?
Wipes you go through more than nappies.
Yeah, probably something silly like 20 or 25,000.
Double it. 40,000.
Oh, wow.
In total, just the wipes and nappies, it comes to £1,700 a year.
That is a lot of money, just
a lot of
on
money,
nappies and wipes. When you think of all the other things that we spend on as well, that's a lot.
Yep, it certainly is, as their baby buys soon mount up.
Do you know how much you've got in terms of car seats, what it's worth?
Maybe,
Couple of hundred.
yeah.
Way out, it's 1,700 quid.
Oh,
In
blinking
car
heck.
seats?
And another £200 on feeding equipment.
We really spent that on bottles.
In fact, the Ingram spend on baby gear is over £5,000.
Blinking heck.
And £1,500 of that was on one pram.
But we wanted it, and, you know, it's a nice pram to have, but it did cost quite a lot of money.
But with prams ranging in price from around £80 to over £1,500, Emma and Liam could have found a cheaper alternative.
When you buy stuff for your kids, are you constantly thinking about going for a branded product when it comes to prams and car seats and everything else?
To be honest, I'd probably have to say, yeah, we are, and we go for things that we think are the best, or, you know,
Yeah,
better
more
makes.
you think is better quality.
Yeah.
But Liam and Emma aren't the only ones who splash the cash on the kids.
The Bank of Nan.
Oh, yeah. She spoils them, and even if I say no, she gets it.
says it,
Yeah.
yeah.
Which, of course, is a grandmother's prerogative, isn't it? You know,
Yeah,
they
they
like
just do it,
spoiling the
yeah.
grandchildren. But how much do you think she puts in?
I wouldn't even know.
Well, we do.
Yeah.
It works out at £8,000. The
Oh,
Bank of
blinking
Nan to you.
That's a lot. I didn't realise. I know she contributes, but I didn't realise it was that much.
Yeah.
And if they think Nan spends a lot, we've got an even bigger wake-up call.
How many toys and books do you think you have?
100 toys and maybe like 50 books.
You have 600 toys and books.
600.
It's worth 10 grand.
Oh, blinking heck. That's a lot.
It is, but do the Ingrams have any idea how much all their big spends total?
19 grand.
It's quite a bit more than that.
Yeah, it's quite
Really a lot more, like £40,000?
bang on.
Blinking heck.
£40,000.
That's a lot of money.
That's ridiculous amount of money.
Don't be too hard on yourselves, because, you know, you've found yourself with 5 children suddenly. You're just too short of the Von Trapps. Yeah. So it's understandable.
Yeah. But you have to change some of your habits, so are you up for it?
Yeah.
Definitely,
Yeah, definitely.
Well, we'll be thrilled to help.
Yeah.
When we came into the living room and seen her all set up, it was a shock.
You don't expect to see those kind of figures.
We need the things that we have, so hopefully they can get us a cheaper option.
Well, we'll certainly try our best, but first we need a plan.
Well, I absolutely love this family.
I know.
Not just because they're Welsh, before you start. The hard thing with the Ingram family is that a lot of it is necessity. They have to have the car seats, they have to have the prams, they have to have the nappies and the wipes. But of course, they're going through things like nappies and wipes at a rate of knots.
Tell you what they don't need, though, is all the Arsenal gear.
Oh, so much Arsenal stuff. Why isn't it Cardiff City, for a start?
Or Middlesbrough.
But also, you know, that's Liam's influence over Mackenzie, isn't
Yeah,
it?
you're right. It's about making them understand that what they do has a real influence on their children.
Because I suppose if they don't sort it out, it's not just Mackenzie that's going to have these ideas about brands, but they're going to have 5 children who want the best of everything.
There's also, though, the bank of Nan. They rely on her quite a lot.
Completely.
She desperately wants to help and loves doing that, but, you know, you can see they want to take that weight off her too.
And then with Emma, I mean, she's going to lose the £600 that she gets currently as part of her maternity pay. That £600 is going to leave a big hole in their family's budget, isn't it, for the month? So maybe we need to work towards that figure.
But it does feel like this is going to be really hard.
There's a lot of work to be done, Stephanie. Lots of areas.
It's all about your brands, your nans and your football fans.
So, whilst the Ingrams were out, we went in and banned a load of their high-end brands.
They've taken my flash wipes. Oh no!
We've targeted the areas where we think they could save cash.
Sheila, do you like that? Oh, no. No. No.
Hopefully our swaps can help us all shop smarter.
Do you like
Look, do you like your new high chair too?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
In our experiment, we've replaced the family's usual branded products.
Oh, that's nice. Smell that.
Oh, that is nice.
With mostly cheaper substitutes.
Oh, do you
Definitely more expensive.
Are you sure?
But whatever it is more
You like it?
expensive.
Actually, it cost 49p from a budget supermarket, nearly £5 cheaper than your usual designer spray.
And to really put their product loyalty to the test,
Never thought it'd be called toilet.
No toilet.
some items haven't actually been swapped.
That's rank.
But they do know what's been banned.
Oh, wow. You can't use any of your football tops.
And they're playing tomorrow.
But it's not just soccer strips we've got strict on.
Oh, no.
Because for this family of 8 to save big,
What are they? What are they?
we've ditched their preferred disposable nappies for reusable ones.
Oh, no. You've got to wash them. Oh, you are joking. With 4 babies.
And to slash their 40,000 annual usage, we swapped their baby wipes for washables too.
Look, it's like towels. I'm not sure about this.
In 12 months, going green could save the family over £1,000.
Yeah, you've got to give it a go.
What about you? Are you going to do it on the weekends when you're home?
I'm willing to take them off and give them to you.
But for our swaps to be a success,
Oh my God. No.
all the family need to make sacrifices.
Where's my phone gone?
It's been switched for a budget mobile, around a third of the price of your leading brand one.
Oh.
Because when it comes to saving money, Mackenzie, there's no I in team.
Alex and Steph, I used to like you.
Let our swap experiment begin.
Morning in Caerphilly, and it's nappy change time.
Look at you carrying this.
Last night, we gave Emma reusable nappies to use on 19-month twins Madison and Jackson, and 6-month twins Alexa and Sienna.
You want to undo it, do you? Go on then, Maddie, do it.
The Ingrams are spending over £1,500 a year on different size disposable nappies.
Hang on then, we need the insert.
These one-size-fits-all reusable ones cost over £300 a set. Though with 4 tots, Emma could need at least double the amount.
Come on then, your turn.
But even with the initial setup cost, the family could still bank over £800 in the first year and another £200 on the reusable wipes.
Ready? Go to gold. Gold.
Plus, as they're designed to be washed and used again and again, the Ingrams could save even more in the long run. So what's the verdict?
I never thought something would be as good as a disposable wipe, but to be honest, I'm really impressed with these.
Brilliant. And the nappies?
Madison, no. Madison. It was a dirty nappy just now and it went everywhere, and that's like, it's happened through the night as well. I have to make sure that I'm putting a wash on like maybe twice a day for these. I haven't got the time to be doing that. Ah, poo-hoo. Come Maddie, smell it. With 1 baby, maybe even 2, I really would carry on, but with 4, it's just not feasible. So, unfortunately, it's a no swap for me.
Fair enough. I think we're going to need a nappy plan B.
In his bathroom, Liam's been trialling some swaps of his own. Now, we've calculated that loyal brand lover Liam is spending over £800 a year on top-name toiletries.
Basically, just what I see on TV, so that's what I've gone for in the past.
But swapped are alternatives, and he could pocket nearly 600 quid. So what does he think?
I'd say 95%, that's my original moisturiser.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Maybe you should try again.
Same texture, smell. I still feel like this is my normal brand.
Well, Liam, it's a £1 moisturiser from a budget high street store and could bank you 120 quid a year.
So what do you think of our deodorant?
I would say that is the same.
Are you sure about that?
If that's not my normal deodorant, I would be very surprised.
Well, Liam, prepare to be shocked, because it's from a budget supermarket and at 49 pence is over 80% cheaper than the leading brand you buy, and annually could save you at least £40.
But I've got an idea that could shave even more off his bathroom bill. So I'm back in the valleys. Yep, so here we are.
Let's have a look.
And I've brought Liam to a barber's academy to blind test some electric shavers. So Liam, tell me about your shaving regime.
Yeah, with work I need to be clean shaven, so I need something which is going to work.
Currently, Liam wet shaves and spends over £140 a year on big brand replacement blades.
It's quite a lot, really.
It is quite a lot. But go electric.
Quite powerful.
And Liam could save a fortune. On test today is our mid-range shaver by Wall. Second priciest is from well-known brand Remington.
Yeah, that one's quite nice.
The cheapest is an own brand by Boots.
Yeah, it doesn't seem as much power as the last two.
And the most expensive by big brand Braun.
Quite powerful as well.
If you were to put these in order, what would you have it?
Probably go number 1,
Yeah,
number 2,
yeah.
3 and 4.
So Liam's top picks are the two priciest, leaving the budget own brand bottom.
So you're basing that on what?
Power. Assume there's going to be a bit better
Yeah.
of a shave.
Well, there's only one way to find out. I've lined up 4 stubbly guys. And first to defuzz with Liam's favourite is Neil. Neil, how's it going?
It looks the business, and it's a nice grip, but it just doesn't seem to be taking anything away.
Do you mind if Liam has a go? I mean,
Yeah.
it might be your technique, I'm afraid.
Let's have a look, Neil. No, definitely.
Feel that pulling.
Next up, Chris with the second cheapest.
How's it going?
Pretty good. It's coming off. A little bit of pulling.
This shaver was low down on Liam's list.
To be fair, that was quite good.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Using the priciest shaver is Geraint.
It's been quite smooth, but it's very patchy, I find.
Liam had ranked this shaver his second best.
Doesn't seem as easy.
Oh, yeah, it's a little bit stubborny still, isn't it?
Trimming last is Tony with the cheapest shaver.
I'm quite surprised, actually. It didn't seem that powerful, but it's going really close.
Liam had this shaver in last place.
Yeah, it does take it off straight away. Ah.
Have you changed your mind then? Yeah. Oh, lovely. Come on.
So, post-shave, which does Liam think is the best?
First,
Yeah.
second, third and fourth.
That is completely opposite.
In a huge U-turn, Liam's promoted the cheapest and only own brand shaver from bottom to top and relegated the priciest shavers to third and fourth.
The one that you thought is the best
Yeah.
is the cheapest at $19.99.
My God.
Yeah. You thought this was going to be the second best performing.
Yeah, yeah.
You've now put it as the second worst performing.
Yeah.
It's actually the most expensive.
Is it?
100 quid!
My God.
Just proves, though, the cheapest might actually be the best.
But yeah, that shocked me massively, actually, yeah.
Not only that, Liam's favourite is cheaper than just one pack of his big brand razor refills. Switch, and he could save nearly £130 a year.
So would you trade your disposable razors then for this little fella?
I think I would.
Yeah.
I'd give it a go.
That's what I call a result.
Back home?
Oh, look. What's that?
We've sent Mum of 5 Emma our plan B.
I like these. It is massive relief to have a disposable nappy again. I haven't seen the design, the pattern. I'm not sure where they're from.
Well, Emma, they're from a budget supermarket, 50% cheaper than your usual big brand.
These don't feel as soft as the ones that I normally use.
But switch to these and you could save over £60 a month. That's more than £750 a year.
You're giving your sister a kiss? Oh, that's nice.
So, first thoughts.
If it's, you know, keeping it in and they're staying dry, then I'll be happy to change. Got to wait now for a bit of wee and poo, so that's going to be fun for us.
Nice.
For Emma, going from working full-time as an IT engineer to being a full-time mum in less than 2 years has been a big change and has had a massive impact on the family's finances. Because with 5 kids, they now need her earnings more than ever.
Knowing when to go back to work after having a baby is really, really tough. And for Emma, of course, it's a lot more complicated with 4 children under 2. So I've popped back to Caerphilly to see what Emma's plans are, really.
So am I right to think that your maternity pay ends quite shortly, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's ending in a couple of months, so I've gone from earning a good wage to going down to nothing.
Have you thought about how the next year, say, is going to pan out?
Do you know what? Me and Liam have had endless conversations about it because I absolutely love my job. I built my career up, you know, and it's something that I could see me going, you know, quite far in. I don't think I'm going to be able to go back to work for a while, not with 4 small babies.
In the UK, working mums commonly take 9 to 10 months of maternity leave. But the big question facing Emma is, when her maternity stops, can she afford to go back to work?
Let's have a quick look at the options. Say a nursery at what, £50 a day?
It is
a
per
day.
child.
That's £200 a day.
Yep.
Many nurseries offer a discount for siblings, but even then, the cost per week for the Ingrams would be over 900 quid.
That's not doable for you guys,
Not
is
at
it?
all. You know, we don't even earn that, so...
A registered childminder can cost a bit less, but not in this case.
And I don't know what childminder would be able to look after the 4 because of the age.
In the UK, the number of children a childminder can have in their care is restricted. In Wales, it's a maximum of 3 children under 5, with no more than 2 of those being under 18 months.
Nanny, I mean, the good thing with a nanny, I suppose, is that they charge per hour, not per child.
Yep.
But if they did get a nanny, Liam and Emma may be responsible for statutory deductions like tax, national insurance and pension contributions.
The other option, I suppose, and I don't know whether you've thought about it, is something like an au pair.
Au pairs live with a family and are paid pocket money rather than a wage, so there's usually no tax to pay.
It's a lot cheaper, but obviously they live in board and lodge.
With 8 of us living here, where are they going to sleep? Where are they going to go?
So that's definitely not an option.
No.
So let's look then at how we can move this forward for you in the best way.
I found out about a new scheme that could enable Emma to go back to work sooner than she thinks.
In Wales now, all 3-year-olds are entitled to 10 hours of free childcare.
Yeah.
But you're lucky because you're in an area that's piloting this scheme where they'll be entitled to potentially 30 hours of free childcare,
That's
which is,
amazing.
you know, substantially more, isn't
Yeah,
it?
that's so much.
It is, and it's on the proviso that both parents work a minimum of 16 hours a week.
If they were having free childcare, I could go back to work and do a minimum of 16 hours a week because I'd only have to pay for childcare for Alexa and Sienna, so that's much more manageable, you know.
Yeah, but also you're getting to mix with people.
Exactly.
And, you know, be in the workplace, which is something you loved before you had the children.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if I could have a mixture of both, you know, a work-life balance, that would be fantastic.
It's what we're all after, isn't it?
It was lovely to have a chat with Emma. There is light at the end of the tunnel. They can just hold on until Madison and Jackson hit the 3 mark. Things will get easier and I'm sure they'll manage.
But that's only if the whole family commit to tightening their belts over the next 18 months. And one area where they could make huge savings are those soccer strips.
This is a big one here, buddy. Stakes are high on this one.
We've swapped Liam and Mackenzie's football shirts, shorts, joggers and jackets for cheaper alternatives.
Terrible. No. No. Dad, no. Where's the Arsenal badge on it?
Well, there isn't one, as these are £3 plain shorts from a high street sports shop, almost £20 cheaper.
I like the tracksuit.
It's not Arsenal.
No, but I would wear the tracksuit.
Yeah, but you wouldn't swap it for Arsenal clothes if it's not even Arsenal. It's like trading money for an elephant.
Well, there is a mammoth saving.
Just try it.
Fine.
Go on.
Because if Dad and son did agree to swap,
I ain't gonna have all the girls with me. Hey, look at this, my non-Arsenal kit, people.
the family could bank nearly £170.
So what do you think, Betty?
Let's just picture this now.
Yeah.
You're with millions of Arsenal fans. You're shouting out this, I'm a really big Arsenal fan. And you have like 12 people say, oh, where's your badge? It looks like it's been sewed on.
So yeah, I don't think I'd want to swap this.
Neither would I. No swap.
Be it football or fashion, Liam and Mackenzie definitely like a label.
And they're not alone, as now more young men than women are splashing the cash on designer clothes. But is it worth it?
To find out, we've selected 4 red polo shirts and they range massively in price. The cheapest is around £8.
There's a mid-range brand at 28, a higher-end one at £50,
and finally a designer polo with a punchy price tag of £80.
But we've hidden the brands and hit the street.
Excuse me.
To see if these savvy shoppers can tell budget from designer.
Are you a man who knows their clothes?
I like to think I do, yeah.
Steph, look at him. Just look at him. Could you tell us which one you think is the priciest polo?
I think it's this one.
So what are you feeling for?
Texture. That's the most expensive.
You think it's this one? This is the second cheapest shirt?
That's crazy.
Well, you know nothing, it turns out.
This is actually the cheapest.
Wow.
Yeah, £8.
How much would you normally spend on a polo shirt?
About 75 quid.
£75? Get out.
Yeah.
You don't shop well for less.
I would go with that's more expensive.
Right.
I think it might be that one.
Well, red isn't obviously your colour. You're more of a yellow family.
I know I feel left out here.
You didn't get the email, did you?
This one's the most expensive one, I think.
Oh, well, you're both wrong. Because these are the cheapest two.
No.
Right, so you think that's the most expensive?
Yeah.
That's £8.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. This one, £80.
I think this is most expensive.
Right, OK. This one is actually the second cheapest.
All right.
Then check this one out, £80.
That's rip-off.
But I tell you what, one of these would look lovely with your trainers.
Yeah. I think people were more surprised about the fact that there was such a big price difference between the cheapest and the most expensive, considering they look and feel near identical.
I know, nobody really got it absolutely 100% spot on, did they?
No, so once again, we've been proved right. You shouldn't just fall for the little logos.
Exactly. I feel like putting them all on, it's that cold.
Up the road in Caerphilly, it's not just the grown-ups who don designer.
Well, we go.
Emma's mum Katrina loves to buy her grandkids clothes, sometimes spending around £90 on an outfit.
Look at your pretty pink top.
But ours cost around half that and comes from a range of supermarkets and cheaper high street shops.
You look really lovely.
Mum likes it, but would Nan swap?
I wouldn't swap. I'm drawn to the branded stuff. Unbranded, I just can't really go for. I just go for the name.
And she isn't the only one.
What do you think of the phone?
I wouldn't swap it for the iPhone, like...
What if there was no iPhone? Would you have that phone?
See, I don't know which make it is. I don't really know.
My grandson's got very expensive tastes, yes. I think it's partly down to me. Oh, I think these are a cheaper version than one you've got. But
Mine was really expensive to that. That's terrible compared to my own one.
he likes the nicer things in life, and normally what Mackenzie wants, Mackenzie gets.
My other ones are better, £300.
But has Mackenzie really got expensive tastes, or does he just believe pricey brands are best?
It smells like poo, wood. Smell it.
You don't like it?
No, now it's gone worse.
No.
So you wouldn't swap?
I wouldn't swap that, really. Probably like a 99p one.
Actually, it cost around £40, and it's your usual designer fragrance.
Quite a fruity smell, it's nice.
Fruit. Gone off fruit, is it?
Gone off fruit?
Yeah.
Mackenzie, I think it's time you saved your parents and Nan some pounds and picked a cheaper eau de toilette you do like.
This week we want to show the Ingrams that nice things and fun times can still be had without spending a fortune or relying on the bank of Nan. So I'm back.
Hello, Emma.
Hiya, Steph. You all right? Come on in.
Thanks.
To talk holidays.
In terms of your holidays, you're relying on your mum, aren't you, at the moment, Emma?
Yeah.
And do you go for things like all-inclusive?
I mean, Liam eats and drinks loads, so it works out to be cheaper for us if we go all-inclusive, you know?
But is it? The Ingrams all-inclusive package holiday to Mallorca this year is costing Nan around £4,000. However, it is possible to holiday abroad by the beach for a fraction of that.
So I'm going to play a little game and see if we can bring down the cost. Because half the battle is people think the habits they have are the cheapest and they might not necessarily.
Yeah.
So we're using Normandy as an example.
Yeah, it'd be quite nice to go to France.
So do you think it is cheaper to fly all of your family, including Nan, compared to going in a car and a ferry?
Do you know, I think it is cheaper to fly now.
Yeah. Well, looking at a Saturday in July, that will cost you £264.41. That includes your fuel as well.
Oh, wow, that's not that bad, actually. I think I was wrong.
But let's have a look at a plane. It's £731.
No. Right, OK, no.
I wouldn't have thought that.
No, no, me. That's really expensive.
But many people think as flying's much quicker, it's worth paying the extra. But is it?
Well, definitely longer by ferry and drive.
Should we have a look? 9 hours, 32 minutes.
With 5 kids in the car.
But by plane, it is 7 hours, 12 minutes.
So once you consider transfers and time at the airport, the ferry's only a little over 2 hours more.
And if you think about the price saving there...
Yeah, that's a lot. And to be honest, I could probably take more in the car than we could on the plane anyway.
So where do you stay when you get there?
Now, you two are normally hotel.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I've got a couple of alternatives which may not be as easy or luxurious, but could offer some serious savings.
So we've got a holiday village.
Right.
Chalets. And we've also got a campsite.
I had a feeling you'd put that one out there, Steph.
Now, both of these have water parks, playgrounds, activities centres, and there are places to eat, so you don't have to cook.
No.
And also, with things like the holiday village, there are cleaners.
So that's great.
Yeah.
Opt for a self-catering chalet in a holiday village and the total cost with ferry could be just under £2,000.
Yeah.
But choose to camp and the Ingrams could holiday in France for a week for less than £1,000. A quarter of the price of their usual all-inclusive package.
I wouldn't have thought
I wouldn't have thought
was...
it'd be that much cheaper.
No, I wouldn't have thought it'd be that much cheaper, so that's a massive saving for us.
Emma and Liam would need spending money on top though, but I've got some hints on how to budget and avoid those extra charges.
I always say to people, make sure you get your currency before you get there, because it is expensive there.
Yeah.
The other thing to consider is a currency card. So if you shop around for that, you can get one where it doesn't charge you when you're out there to use. Also, when you are in another country, it's cheaper to take money out in local currency and also to pay for things in local currency as well.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, don't fall for that, because it can be about 10% different.
So now Emma and Liam have heard how much my holidays would save them. What are their thoughts?
That means we can continue having our yearly family holiday. So
Yeah.
that's good, thank you.
Right, pack your cases, we're off.
We go in.
When Steph and I first met the Ingrams, nearly everything baby-related was by a big-name brand.
Oh my goodness.
But when it comes to equipment like pushchairs, can a cheaper option be just as good? Well, these mums have hit a racetrack in Bristol to put 5 strollers through their paces.
On your marks, go.
Top of this mum's list is how well the buggies move, ease of use and practicality. And the priciest chair hoping to impress is by a well-known brand.
It does feel quite sturdy. I would want easier access for the basket. Tablet pocket. It has a speaker. Probably more style over substance.
So will the second most expensive by a big popular brand do better?
It's light and easy to maneuver. I like the fact that it has extendable hood. I really liked it.
Next, our cheapest buggy, found in a budget supermarket.
And it's got a good little pocket. I would prefer a bigger hood. It's quite compact. You'd be able to get in and out of doors. It's pretty nifty. I quite like it.
Now a mid-price stroller and recent award winner.
It's really easy to manoeuvre. The basket's easy to access. Inside, it's nicely padded. It looks like it would fit into your boot of your car quite easily.
Last up, the second cheapest from a high street catalogue shop.
There's no padding. The wheels do get a little bit stuck. Folds down really flat. Only thing is, there's nothing to hold it together.
It's the end of the race.
Similar to the unicorn. But which stroller have these parents placed top of the podium?
And the winner is number 4, Chico. Ooh la la, valued at £100.
I would definitely buy that for £100.
I'm surprised it was only £100.
So getting top prize is the mid-priced award-winning Pushchair, with the second cheapest last, just behind the most expensive, leaving the budget buggy in a reputable third place.
That's funny. We all quite liked that one.
So, I mean, under £30, that would make me look at those ranges, definitely.
I need to sort of look at the whole picture instead of just the brand.
In South Wales...
What's this? Look!
The Ingrams are looking to buy a quad pram. So we've given big brand fan Emma one to trial by a not-so-well-known make.
Woohoo!
Not only does our more budget-friendly buggy take double the babies to our last popular pushchair,
it means I can take all 4 for a walk on my own.
Yeah.
it costs less than half the price, making it nearly £900 cheaper.
It's not running away from me, which is fab.
Swap to a lesser-known brand in future and the Ingrams could save a fortune. But what does Emma think?
The quality on this is absolutely fantastic. I definitely swap.
Great.
And as our swap week went on, turns out the Ingrams didn't miss a load of their beloved brands.
That one looks nicer than the one that I use.
We switched their leading make of steriliser and bottles for a high street own brand, over £40 cheaper.
I'm actually really impressed. I think it's a yes from Alexa as well.
Emma even liked our cloth and spray replacement for her daily pack of anti-bac wipes.
Literally picking up everything. So I think it is speeding up the time and saving me money.
Certainly is. Swap to these for 1 year and the family could save over £700. Plus that and more again if they stick with the budget supermarket disposable nappies.
They're pretty much the same as the leading brand that I use. I would definitely swap.
Not all of our switches were a success though.
It's a little bit more fiddly than the 5-point harness that Maddie and Jax had.
We swapped their big brand high chairs for budget ones, over £100 cheaper.
This drags way too easily.
To me, they're very flimsy.
No, it's a no swap for me.
And as for the supermarket own brand toothpaste...
Don't like it? No?
It was a no swap from Jackson.
However, we did make headway with Mackenzie.
Smells lovely.
Smells nice.
Who seemed to like our hairstyling swap.
That's quite good.
Gut feeling is a bit more expensive, mind.
Ha! It's cheaper, costing around 2/3 less than his usual putty, potentially saving nearly £40 a year.
I think that's a swap.
Hooray!
But I'm hoping to save them even more. Because soon youngest twins, Alexa and Sienna, will need the next stage car seat. And the last ones Emma bought were by a big recognisable brand, costing around £400 each.
Hello.
Hi, Alex, you all right? Come on in.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, and you.
So I've returned to blind test 3 cheaper car seats, ranging from £250 to £375, to see if Emma can get the quality she wants from a brand she may not have previously considered.
All of these have been rated very highly. And you favour this style, don't you, the ones that rotate?
With the rotation, obviously I can turn them, put them in, turn them back. But it's also because of Mum with her arthritis as well.
The hands are getting worse, so obviously rotating, just put them in and it's much better.
All the the seats being tried today have ISOFIX. A click, as well as green indicators on the sides and on the footplate,
Clicked and it's green.
lets you know when the car seat's secure.
So, from a perspective of ease of getting the seat in, we're good.
I think so,
Yeah, we think it's quite good, OK.
But how easy is it to rotate?
So there we are, the grey handle.
Oh, yeah. In my hands, I could grip that really easy.
As we're not driving today, we're keeping Sienna wrapped up, so it's all about ease of use.
The seatbelt's not cutting into her at all. She looks comfortable.
Next up, the priciest out of the three.
It was really awkward to get her in. She was sat upright and she was squirming a little bit, and obviously her head was bobbing forward. But not only that, that is really fiddly to turn. It's really hard to get your hand under, grip it and turn it.
And if Emma found it hard, how will Katrina manage with her arthritis?
I can't do it.
It's heavy as well, you know.
Right, I'll leave it, Katrina, we'll wake her otherwise.
Last, the cheapest car seat.
What's the hesitation now,
So this one has got 2 buttons on it here.
Yeah.
One for recline and one for turn. I pressed the recline button when I was trying to get the turn button, but not just that. This is quite bulky, so it was harder to get my hand under.
And that's not all Emma's not keen on.
She just does not look comfortable at all in that one. And she is reclined and she still seems to be sat forward.
She does.
Question is, can Nan Katrina get her out?
Wash those nails now, Katrina.
Yeah. Oh, no.
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 So with all 3 tried, which does Emma like the best?
Gotta be honest, Alex, this one's doing it for me.
Getting top marks by a mile is the mid-priced car seat. And as it didn't recline as much as she'd like, the cheapest was Emma's least favourite. But what will she make of the cost and make of her top pick?
Your favourite here is the Cosy and Safe, and that one's £299.99.
Wow, and I haven't heard of that one either, to be honest, I haven't.
You definitely would consider this one then?
I think I would go out and get that one.
Amazing.
It's almost the end of our experiment, and Liam and Mackenzie have one final swap to sample.
There's only one way to put these to the test.
Gunfight. 1, 2, 3.
Reload!
So what do they think?
They were your original guns.
Yeah, I don't think they can save us money because they're just the original.
Yeah.
Well, Mackenzie and Liam are right and wrong, because we've given them exactly the same brand, but they were a second-hand bundle from an auction website, over 70% cheaper, saving over £80.
They were good guns.
And as the current value of toys and books in the Ingram household totals 10 grand, buying second-hand in future could save the family a fortune.
If they could save us money, then definitely, yeah, swap.
Bullseye.
Morning in Caerphilly. And with our money-saving experiment over, Steph and I are en route to the Ingrams to see if they've liked enough swaps to cover that £600 a month maternity shortfall.
My goodness, what a challenge we set them there.
I know, just hope that we've managed to convince them that they don't need the expensive branded stuff.
I'm looking forward to finding out what we've been using.
One thing I'm keen to find out about would be my grooming products. Just the pure fact that I think that they are the same.
Well, Liam, all is about to be revealed.
Right then. Are we ready?
I think so.
How's it been then?
Yeah, good. It's been fun. It's opened our eyes to a few things.
Well, you're saying all the right things. So are you actually going to agree to the swaps? That's what we want to know.
Okay.
There's only one way to find out.
We gave Mackenzie a selection of guns.
He loved them.
Do you think they were a different brand?
I'd say they're exactly the same.
Well, they were the same, just not brand new.
We swapped his for some second-hand ones.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, and the saving, ready?
Oh, wow. Yeah, that is a lot. And it looks absolutely almost perfect condition.
Have you ever considered second-hand toys before?
Gotta be honest, no, I haven't.
No.
So, you know, if you can find things like that second-hand, it's amazing.
So would they buy second-hand toys in the future?
Yeah, definitely.
Good start.
Now, you and I had a very fun afternoon.
Shaving men.
Shaving men.
Yeah. Trying to block that out, Steph. Thanks for bringing it back.
So this is the men's shaver we gave you. What did you think of it?
Yeah, I've been using it, and I'm actually happier with that than wet shaving.
Nice one, as it comes with a saving of £127 a year.
It's a lot.
Good.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
that
a
is
lot.
Yeah. Is that a swap then?
Yeah, definite swap.
But the spick and span savings don't stop at Liam's face.
You were going through wipes at a rate of knots, weren't you?
Yeah.
So it was good old-fashioned spray and cloth.
That's it.
How did that work out for you?
Absolutely fine.
It's a fine saving too.
That's a phenomenal amount just for something I used to clean the kitchen. That's mad.
And if she thought that was mad,
how much do you think that buggy we gave you cost?
Do you know what? Looking at the quality of it, I think it's maybe about £1,200. So,
Well, you might be surprised here. It's half that price. So compared to the buggy we swapped it for, that's a saving of £891, 21 pence.
that is a lot.
Does that make you think differently then about brands?
Definitely. I mean, just because it was a branded name, I bought it and it was supposed to be the best. Whereas now, obviously, the swap pram that you've shown me is, you know, it's fantastic.
and the big brand swaps keep coming.
Ta-da!
Oh, wow. An own brand. That is a lot, just for a steriliser and some bottles.
But I haven't finished yet.
These are the nappies, saving nearly 800 quid.
That's a definite swap.
And the verdict on those reusable wipes?
It's something I never would have considered if you hadn't given them to me. So I loved them. They're great.
The saving's pretty impressive as well.
£196.40.
That's fantastic. That's a swap.
Now, how about those toiletries Liam thought we hadn't swapped?
Did you like the moisturiser we gave you?
I did, yeah.
Cheaper or more expensive?
I'd say it's the same.
Yeah?
Definitely.
Do you think it's the same one, do you?
Yeah.
Why?
I assumed it was my normal brand.
Well, you know what happens when you assume, Liam, don't you? Makes an ass out of you and me because it's not the same one.
Costing just £1 from a budget high street store, it would save Liam £5 a tube. That's £120 a year.
Oh, wow. You were having that every time now.
I wouldn't have known.
And it wasn't just the face cream that fooled him.
I would say that is the same.
But it was a swap costing 49 pence.
Wouldn't have known any different.
Good. It's a saving of £2.51.
Wow, that's a lot.
But there's plenty more to be saved where Liam's concerned.
So you buy about 3 strips a year, don't you, for
Yeah.
you and Mackenzie.
Yeah.
You've got 20 tops in all, totalling £1,000. Ridiculous.
Transfer to our cheaper football shirts, though.
You would save, per top, £35 and 1 penny.
That's a lot.
And the saving on Mackenzie's top as well.
Oh, that's a lot again. That's so
on
much
for
money
kids.
for 2 tops.
Are we in? We're not in.
Why, though? Why does it matter what you're wearing? You're not on the pitch.
I think I'm on the pitch, don't I?
Liam may think it's all over, but we're not blowing the whistle on these jerseys yet.
In all seriousness, though, this is a lot of money.
It is a lot of money, to be fair.
We
too.
could make a deal.
Yeah.
Can you promise not to buy any new strips for yourself or Mackenzie for 2 years? Didn't.
I could probably do that, yeah.
Yay!
Stopping his splurge on shirts until Emma goes back to work could save the family £600.
That's amazing. That's so
That's a
much
lot of
money
money.
to us.
Is it a deal?
It's a deal.
Done.
We will be
Sold.
watching you.
Now, how about those kids' clothes the Bank of Nan said no to?
For Jackson's outfit there, it would be a saving of £42.52 compared to a
That's a
typical
lot.
outfit that Katrina would buy for him.
Wow, that's a lot of money just for one outfit.
outfit,
And,
yeah.
you know, he's got a wardrobe full of clothes.
The thing is, although your mum loves buying brands for the kids, the danger is they then learn the brands and they want the
100%.
brands.
Yeah.
So do you think that is a swap then?
Yeah, I would
Oh,
make it be a swap.
brilliant.
Result?
The Ingrams did turn down some swaps, though.
It's quite flimsy, so that's a no
Yeah.
swap, unfortunately.
Can't win them all.
But we did win most. In fact, the family gave 75% of our substitutes a big fat yes.
Well, it will save you. Look now. £27.
That is a lot.
Yeah, just for pants.
Yeah.
But before we calculate how much the Ingrams could save in total, there's one final thing we need to reveal.
We swapped Mackenzie's aftershave.
Yep.
How did it go down?
He didn't like it at all.
Smells like poo, wood. Probably like a 99p one.
Except for once, it wasn't. It was exactly the same.
Goes to show it's all in your head, isn't it, sometimes?
That's the point, though, because he really is so brand-driven.
Yeah.
So would you be prepared to look at non-branded aftershaves for Mackenzie?
I would, definitely.
But why stop then at aftershaves? What about his phone, his sunglasses, his boxer shorts, all this stuff?
He doesn't need, I know.
Will you work with him on just trying to stop that brand commitment?
100%.
Brilliant, because if the Ingrams did stick with all the tips, tricks and swaps they like, Steph's worked out how much they could bank in the future.
The total money you could save, it would be just over £7 grand.
Oh my gosh. That is phenomenal figure.
That is nearly a year's worth of maternity pay.
That's amazing. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you very much.
Who and wood, that's what I can smell.
Yes, I got it on. I got it on. Finding out that we could be saving £7,000 is massive for us.
I'm shocked.
Yeah.
That went so well.
It really did. I mean, the £600 that they're about to lose, we've more or less covered.
And this is just the beginning.
But will they stick to it? We'll have to get back and check on them.
You
and
just want to see the baby.